Hey everyone, Mo here, and in this video I'm going to give you some tips and tricks on how to properly clean and organize your bank. I'm quite a neat freak in RuneScape. I like to know where everything is at all times. As you'll notice in this video, almost everything has its place in my bank. Let's start this off by taking a look at what my bank actually looks like. Now, I'm not claiming to have the most organized banking in the game, however, it is organized and works for my purposes. So feel free to copy this for your liking. So in the first tab we have the catch-all. Now I've recently cleaned this up a bit, but what I'll normally have in here is my Slayer gear such as the Charming Impling, the Bone Crusher, etc., some bossing armor, and weapon. If I deposit my inventory in here, some items that appear that don't belong, I'll assign them a place within the tabs that I'll show you below. Moving down to tab 2, you'll see where I keep all my potions that I use. I'm not going to go through all of these as most of you will know what each one will do, but basically these are all the potions you'll ever need for PVMing. Down to tab 3 is where I keep all of my teleport jewelry. I'll be honest here, I rarely use these. I only use the games necklace, however these are just very nice to have if the time ever does arise, especially for questing. And in tab 4, I have this randomness tab. Now this tab is full of things that I do not really use, however I don't want to get rid of. Some of these things are very useful, such as protein items, and others are just very sentimental to me. For example, you'll notice the useless sapphire lantern. Now why do I have a sapphire lantern, you might ask? Well, this little thing has been with me through thick and thin. I got this little lantern back in 2008 when I did the Tears of Guthix quest. This lantern has survived countless bank cleanings and I've always held on to this little guy. Down to tab 5 I have my PVM inventory tab and a couple teleport tablets, but I couldn't really find a better place for them, so they're residing here for the moment. I don't have much to say about this tab other than it has everything I need for PVM and doesn't clutter my general tab. This is also where I keep my secondary armor and weapons. And in tab 6, the second last tab, is where I keep all my auras. Again, this is just to declutter the general tab. And in the final tab, tab 7, this is where I keep everything I get from bossing and Slayer. This tab consists of every single drop you can possibly get from Slayer creatures and a few miscellaneous items as well. This tab isn't entirely huge profit-wise, however I haven't been collecting items. This is mostly just the catch-all for anything Slayer, anything like that, just to declutter my general tab. I think this is my favorite tab by far because it took me many hours to complete and I'm very proud of it. So let's go through some tips and tricks on organization. Number 1 is to make proper use of bank tabs by having groups of similar class items together. Number 2 is placeholders. Now placeholders are key. You'll notice this throughout my bank. For example, this potions tab. A placeholder is keeping one of an item that you use a lot, such as these potions for example. I have all the doses of each potion, so if I ever take a sip of one and redeposit it into my bank, it will still be in the correct tab. Number 3 is find the right place for items. If you look at tab 4, you'll notice it's a bunch of random things, however it still looks organized. This is because I've color-coded things instead of just classing them by item because it's very hard to do that with some things. So instead I just used colors. And this is very easy to notice things when you're going in this tab. If you're looking for something, I just look for the color and then I can see it besides searching. Tip number 4. Destroying items that you don't use. Now here's a nifty trick that not all of you may know about. If you open up your treasure hunter interface and click on this little tool icon up to the right, you'll be shown all of your treasure hunter items that you currently have in your bank. If you go to the face over to the right, you'll notice that this is all the reclaimable items that you currently have in your bank. You can destroy all free to reclaim items and all items including the ones that cost you a small amount of money. This is a handy and quick way to declutter any bank. You can reclaim these items from Diango and Draenor, or here in Prifindus from Ianto. Something else to note is if you go back to your treasure hunter interface and click on this little gear cog, you have a few nice options to apply to treasure hunter, such as auto-redeeming stars, which is very nice and useful. Here's a bonus tip. If you can't destroy a set of armor or clothing, but still want to keep it, yet you won't really use it, you can bring it to your play-around house. The costume room of your play-around house can store a wide assortment of things such as a wicked robes or exoskeleton outfit, as well as all of your skill capes and clue scroll items if you're a collector of sorts. And that's about all I have to show for now, so thanks for watching. I upload videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so stay tuned for more. I'm fairly new to YouTube, so if you have any feedback, please leave it in the comments below, like or dislike this video accordingly, and subscribe if you want to see some more. It's all very much appreciated. I'll see you Friday with episode 1 of Road to Completion Escape. Bye guys.